Hey, Dr. Uhrmacher here. Just wanted to give you a little something I heard yesterday. I was at church in the sermon, and of course, in church, sometimes we talk about numbers, the numbers of people that come in and the number of people that, get saved. Then we also talk about that when we're in practice. We talk about the numbers, patient visit average, the number of new patients, the collections. We talk about all these things. And that got me to thinking about Kids Health Restored and what it's really about. What it's really about is the individual kids. We're talking about the actual names. We're talking about the actual faces, the actual story that they come from. These kids, a lot of them, have been through so many different things before they ever come in and get checked and adjusted and find this true health that comes from within them. So when I'm talking about, what you can gain with Kids Health Restored, that's what it's really about. It's about their story and ultimately the next kid's story, because when you help one, that story gets passed on, and then when you help another and another, and all these stories and how these kids' lives are changed. And I think a lot of them don't see the impact right away. Maybe the parents do if they've been dealing this for a long time, but we need to keep that story going, because 6 months later they might not see the impact quite like they did at that point. So we have to keep this story going, and really the entire website will revolve around these stories, because again, you and I can talk about how great a subluxation-free nervous system is, all of those things. But when a parent that is struggling with a child and they don't know what to do next because they've tried medication and they're on 3 or 4 medications and they've done X, Y, and Z, when they finally connect and they see the impact that an adjustment can have on their child, and they see them develop, and maybe it's not only a health concern that they go through, but now the developmental things that they were delayed on, now those start to make progress. And when a parent sees that, that's what this is about. And we need to further that by continuing to get more chiropractors to share their stories. All right, that can have the biggest impact, like I said, way over what you and I can do by telling the story. Let's let other people tell the story based on the way we impact them. So I would encourage you, obviously I would love for you to join Kids Health Restored. You can see how it works at viralpractice.com. You can see how the whole thing works. But even if you choose not to join me, I would encourage you to go over and like the page, help the ones that are, and help spread that story. On top of that, for yourself and for your practice, let your practice members help share the story. So I would take these, even work them as almost your own little mini case studies, just as a video people when they come in, what they're going through right then, and then follow along with these videos and let it tell a story. It will have such an impact on so many people, because these kids, these parents, they're not trying to sell someone on it. You and I, people see it that we are in it for the income, all right? And so when someone else is telling the story for you, it has a much bigger impact. So start at the beginning. Post these on your website. Post them on your YouTube channel, on Facebook, all the social media sites. I've been talking about this for a couple of years now. This social proof, this reputation that you can create based off of it. Let someone else tell the story based on their reality of what happened, and it will meet people where they're at. All right, so it's huge impact. Again, I would encourage you, join Kids Health Restored. You get to actually try it out for 60 days for only $30. And that $30 simply covers the cost of your tracking number so that you can see measurable results from this. I don't want to convince you either. I want you to basically prove me wrong. All right, convince yourself that it's an amazing strategy. It's only $30. Try it out. After that, it's still only $197 a month, and see what kind of impact it has on your practice. If you do have any questions, make sure you let me know. Give me a call or shoot me an email. All right, we'll talk to you soon.